and its life.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night, and welcome to another session of Darkness in Dublin, once more for the Demon Venue. We find ourselves standing outside of a large hospital in the centre of Dublin City. We find it to be a place of somewhat morose feelings. Quite a lot of death tends to go on in places like this, and frequently those who enter don't have the fortune of leaving. Inside the hospital, there are many who, if given the choice, would be happy to sell their souls for a chance to live again. With this in mind, Leo Carroll has made. Leo O'Quinn, I keep mixing the name up. Leo O'Quinn has made the rather difficult journey to reach this particular hospital in hopes of finding at least one thrall and possibly something more. With that, we'll begin.
Okay. Yeah, Lil will get into the hospital. She will definitely wear a hoodie and will not look, or will try and avoid looking directly into cameras or showing her face into cameras because of obvious reasons.
Yes, obvious reasons are obvious.
Mhm. Mhm. Um. and yeah, she will. She's. I don't really think she's ever really been to the hospital. Maybe once or twice to pick up her mom after she kind of run off or did something silly or drank too much alcohol or whatever. So but that's been some time ago at least. So a little awkward. She'll kind of walk in, just checks out the various like floors and see what kind of things that are going on, like what kind of warts there are, and just kind of starts wandering around. Doesn't quite know where to go at this point. There's several places that you could go.
As she will find herself walking around, she will see uh, on the ground in front of her some a very strange and quite thin tendril of light, just sort of flickering across the floor. But as soon as she goes near it, she feels the same. She begins to feel the same sort of power that by this point, and I'll give you this for free, she's learned to associate with the tyrant flexing his muscles.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
It is quite evident that that light is intended to lead you to a host the tyrant would prefer.
Hmm. You know? Let me see, what are her flaws? Well, she doesn't have anything like curiosity or something like that, so.
Thank the
Hmm.
gods.
I mean, curiosity would make her at least have a peek.
Yeah.
Um, Impatience would make her not at all have a peek. In this case, she has neither. Hmm. You know what? She'll follow just to have a look. Because what the fuck is he doing here, and why the fuck is he meddling with her business, and who the fuck does he think is, like, who the hell does he think he is?
Okay. You follow the light, and eventually you find yourself in a ward for terminal cancer patients. And you find that the light leads to a private ward, to a ward with only one bed in it. And in this small private room, there is a woman who looks perhaps in her 40s, though judged by her sallow skin, she could be anything up to her 60s or 70s. And sat in a chair at her bedside is a young woman in a business suit, clutching the patient's hand, seeming to hope that by holding on, she can keep this person alive. And the golden thread passes up the bed, stopping directly over the heart of the patient.
Lil sort of standing in the doorway. Looking at that situation. This is kind of sick. Which is something that she'll definitely sort of mumble to herself. Hopefully not too loud because it's I don't like, rude
Yeah,
to say that.
the woman holding the hand will her head will snap up. She'll stare at you, and then she'll say, "Are you a doctor?"
um, you think I look like a doctor?
If you're not, then what do you want?
I was just yeah, I'm a doctor. I was actually on my way out, and I just thought I'd have a check in real quick. So how's it going?
She's dying. She's been dying for months, but apparently this is it.
Lou will sort of, close the door behind her. She's like, oh, God, is this really what I'm going to do? But apparently this is really what I'm going to do. Don't think she's even, fully well aware of what she's going to do, you know? But she'll just walk in, pick up the chart that's, at the end of the bed and kind of study it. And sort of tries to find, a date of birth. And then it's like, okay, isn't she a bit young to die?
This woman is 47 years old.
I mean, that's a bit young to die.
Yeah, she's listed as never smoking, drinking only socially. She reports as never having used any illegal substances, exercised regularly. Indeed, as you skim through her medical record, you realize that everything she's ever done.
Before I will actually skim through her medical records, you
Oh
want me
yes,
to make that
yes,
roll?
yes. I forgot. You have to make that damn roll.
Else you might understand the age, but you know.
Yeah, please don't fail this roll.
Let me see what
Damn
was the
dyslexia for.
intelligence eight. I love this one so much. It's been giving me so much fun.
Makes my planning so much more difficult.
Nope.
You didn't read it.
Nope.
Shit. Okay. In that case,
yeah, Lil will just. I mean, she will pretend to read it, and will then just look up, and it's like, isn't she a bit young to be dying?
that's what they said too. Well, I heard them talk about it in the staff room.
Okay, what did they say? I'm always curious about what my nurses say, as Lil sort of tries to get into terrible character.
Yeah. Apparently, she's one of a string of them. There have been a few patients like her, apparently.
Really?
Last few months.
Huh. So,
But
Really?
wish I knew what was causing it.
Hmm.
She hated smoking. Hardly ever drank. She's
Okay. And you, do you smoke and drink? Please say yes, please say yes, please say yes.
my sister and I haven't spoken until the last 7 months.
Oh, okay.
But
And when did she become sick?
uh, started feeling sick about a year ago. She said
Hmm.
I had to rush back. Make sure I was here with her.
Hmm. Okay. Hmm. And by the way, what's your name?
Claire.
Claire. That's a fancy ass prick name. Which is again sort of mumbled.
Okay, at this point, I'd like you to make a perception alertness roll.
Oh boy. Perception. Is it based on sight?
Yes.
Okay. Then I have a -2 on difficulty.
Okay, it will be diff 7 normally. For you, it will be diff 5.
1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay, you spot that the patient, uh, her hospital gown has moved slightly,
Mm-hmm.
enough to expose what appears to be a sort of tattoo or maybe scarring on the upper part of her chest on the left side. It appears to form a strange symbol that you do recognize. You saw it on the inside of the industrial unit, painted in blood, while the
Oh,
Earthbound was there.
for fuck's sakes. Um, Lil will roll. I'll roll my manipulation subterfuge to kind of, not hide the annoyance slash shock slash whatever the fuck it is that I kind of need to hide.
Yeah.
That is 2 successes. If my -2. Oh wait, was it +2 dice or -2 difficulty? Fuck. For great liar. I should have looked that up before I made the roll. I should have. I thought I knew, and then I realized that I did not know. I know nothing.
It's alright. I think you managed anyway, so.
Yeah. I got a couple of successes in there, but 2 dice on social rolls. Ah, fuck it. I'm not gonna extra roll them. This is cool.
Yeah. Alright. What do you want to say? Oh, is it just hiding your emotion?
Mm, she will just, sort of go over, and Lil does have some rudimentary first aid medical training. Which she probably just picked up on the streets, so it's not really good. But she'll just sort of, check a few things, pulse, and kind of, does the silly thing of opening her mouth and looking inside us. Sort of does some stupid things that she believes that she once saw on television.
Mm. Leon's idea of a medical exam.
Oh yeah, ER. Straight out of ER. The television show.
Yep. Okay. Leo examines, and that's when the young woman, when Claire says she's had that for a while now.
What?
Wouldn't tell me when it was from.
Hmm. Oh, you mean the scarification sort of thing?
Yeah.
I thought it was just a fetish.
No. apparently got it about 18 months ago, maybe a year ago. She joined that weird self-help group.
Self-help group, you say?
Yeah. What were they called? What was it? Pact Keepers. That was it.
Huh. Files away under potential useful information.
Yeah, they're apparently all into keeping your word and maintaining personal honor, and you could promise you keep it, all that sort of stuff.
Okay.
And yes, this definitely sounds very similar to the sort of thing that the Lady of Oaths might want to organize. Yeah.
So Lil will kind of, listen, nods, then sort of says, and do you believe in that kind of shit? I mean, stuff?
No, to be honest, I thought it was a cult, but maybe I do.
I mean, she's your mom, I presume, right?
My sister.
Oh, okay, sorry. Okay. Awkward. Totally knew that. So what do you do then? Like, didn't she ask you to join, or did you, I don't know.
She said she wanted to, but apparently they don't allow divorcees. Something about a broken contract, I guess.
A broken contract?
Marriage contract, yeah.
Okay. So, you know what? I might be able to kind of help out. But,
anything's better than what's been going on so
far. I mean, I take it you want her to be, like, better and everything, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
That's what that man said. Well, those men. They both said it.
Who did?
First there was the bald guy. He wasn't a doctor. He said he was insurance salesman. He was, but he worked for that self-help group.
Yeah, bald guy, business suit, right?
Yeah, with a weird blotch on his head.
Yeah, I've seen him stalk around the hospital before. Just totally a lie. If you want me to roll at any point, please let me know.
No, she's willing to believe that.
Okay.
The other one, he was weird. Tallish guy, dark hair. He said, what did he say? He said he was certain someone would come along sooner or later to offer some new treatment. He wasn't a doctor either. He said, and she smiled slightly at the patient. Just, he said he was a teacher at Dublin University. I didn't believe him, to be honest. But
that was a description of Simon, right?
That was a word perfect description.
Yeah. Lil will squint her eyes. Well, that motherfucker. And she'll actually look. Is that light still there?
The light is still there. Yes. If you've taken the woman's pulse, you will notice the light itself is pulsing in time with her heartbeat.
Yeah, she'll kind of glance over at the lights as she. This is definitely something that just kind of fell out of her mouth before she realized that maybe she shouldn't say that, pretending to be a doctor in a hospital. But definitely, that motherfucker is aimed at that light, and she looks at it accusingly.
Excuse me, says Claire.
Nothing. I seen that guy a couple of times as well. He's I wouldn't trust him if I were you. And again, there's this squint at the light, as if the light is able to perceive Lil and is able to see how she disapproves of this.
At that point, the light will simply begin to fade away. But you will notice it pulsing faster.
Yeah, she'll kind of grab the pulse again and checks it.
Make me a intelligence medicine check, please.
Intelligence, medicine.
This will be difficulty 8.
Have a success.
You have a success. Okay. Okay. You're able to say from the feeling of her pulse being thready, from the sweat that's broken out on her forehead, that she needs an actual doctor right now.
Yeah, Lil will actually kind of wipe the sweat away, because you can see when someone gets into shock, and you wipe the sweat away, it doesn't return anymore. So that's when that's basically the skin kind of shutting down. I presume that's going on. So she'll. Okay, I can try and do something. If not, we will need to press that red button right now. I have one very important question for you before you hit that button, or before I do something. What are you willing to do?
I don't know what you mean.
Do you believe in something? Like, do you believe in God or in angels or in any kind of that bullshit? Do you believe there's more?
She looks very confused.
I need an answer kind of right now.
No. I've been an atheist since I was 13.
Okay. By the way, Anthony, is there a lock on the door, and are there like windows with, like, I don't know, shutters or something?
There are windows with blinds, and the door does have a lock.
Then Lil will run over to the blinds, we'll shut them, and we'll lock the door.
As soon as you get over there, beep 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 beep.
And Lil will, as soon as the lights are or like the blinds are on and the door is shut tight, Lil will spend a fate point. She's not even gonna roll. She's just gonna run over, spend a fate point, get into her APOC form, and will attempt to use Lure of Awakening on this woman.
So she's going full APOC form.
Yep.
In this room.
Yep.
Are you quite certain?
Nope.
Okay. What is your torment?
My torment is 3.
Oh, hell's bells. Right, could you roll me 10 dice, please?
10 dice, Jesus fucking hell.
At diff 7.
Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. Make your Lure of Awakening check.
Okay. Lure of Awakening, that was, I just checked it, that is Stamina Medicine, which is... I will spend a willpower point on this.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. Do I actually need that one? Or because I went for 3, but I think I might need 2 for like cancer stuff. Yeah. Cancer is Lure of Awakening 2, and it's difficulty 8 or higher. And what did I need to roll for it? Is that the same thing? Yeah, stamina medicine. Okay, I will, like I said, spend a willpower point on it, and I will roll. And I have, wow, 3 successes on diff 8 or higher, even diff 9.
Okay. In that case, you assume your APOC form. You send out a wave of energy
Yeah, I
from
know.
yourself into the woman. And just as it reaches her body, you feel the sensation of thousands of angry wasps stinging you on every part of your exposed skin as the
Mm-hmm.
magic backlashes.
Oh, for
And
fuck's sake.
for an instant you sense the hideous, foul power of the Earthbound resisting your attempts to heal this woman.
I mean, Lil would try and push through.
Feel free to roll again.
Okay. This time I'll spend a fate and a willpower point. That's literally everything I can throw at it. Which will only give me the 2 successes. Because there's nothing up diff 8 or higher.
So a total of 2 successes on that second roll.
Yep.
All right. Roll me once again 10 dice at diff 7, please.
One, two, three, four, five, 6.
Okay. In that case, once again, you feel the backlash. Only
Uh,
this time, across the woman's chest and arms, and even her face, you see rips appear in her skin, blood beginning to pour, especially out of the ones in her arms.
well,
And she
shit.
begins to thrash and writhe on the bed, clearly in the process of dying.
Okay, is there anything that I think that a doctor can do at this point, or will she just die?
As far as you're aware, there is no medical procedure that mortal medicine knows of
Okay.
that can likely save her at this juncture.
And I'm going to try one more time. Literally gonna pour because I spent 1 fate, 2 fate. Yeah. My third faith and a willpower point in the last attempt to get this fixed. Because if there's no doctor who's gonna help, yeah, then at least I could try.
Right.
Because fucking hell, caregiver nature, it sucks.
Yep.
Ah, Christ! Again, only 2 successes.
Once again, 10 dice at
Yeah,
diff 7, please.
4.
You feel the energy be rejected, and with a final blood vomiting spasm, the woman dies. And then there's a second of delay, and then a blood curdling scream from Claire.
Yeah, Lil will just kind of sink back on the ground.
Are you resuming mortal form?
Yes.
Right. When you do so, you do notice one thing. That the instant you fall to the floor, a strange flicker of light appears at your fingertip, leaps from your fingertip, moves along the floor like a tiny snake, goes up to where the lock is, and just seems to flink itself, unlocking the door. Just in time, literally seconds before doctors burst into the room attempting resuscitation. So all this is happening around Lil.
Yeah, she'll. Oh wait, let me get the right picture up again. She'll get back up and kind of move to the back of the room, leaving the doctors to kind of do their job. Not no, or kind of knowing already that this is just gonna be it.
Yep. At that point, you'll hear a voice at the door saying, "Miss O'Quinn, how lovely to see you again."
What do you want, Baldy?
Although you just knew it was him. Says, "If you'll follow me, madam, I think you and I should discuss this."
I don't think so.
I, however, do. And he shows you from his pocket his phone, which already has the surveillance footage on it of Leal assuming her APOC form. The doctors are too busy to notice at the moment, but
Is Claire still looking, or is she looking at the doctors or whatever?
she's currently staring at the doctors and sobbing intermittently.
Yep, Lil will follow.
He leads you down some stairs out to a small courtyard. And he sits down on a bench. Why don't you sit down?
Lil will immediately, as they're outside, will lit a cigarette, or light cigarette, and kind of sit on like the back of the bench where you put your feet on the
Yeah.
yeah, where you normally sit, and then yeah.
Kind of a teenage thing to do.
Oh yes.
Yep. Well, that's an interesting way of seating yourself.
Shrug.
First of all, I'd like to apologize for what you had to see. The mistress doesn't usually like to bring such terror upon, well,
Bullshit.
no, it's
That's
true.
bullshit.
No,
No.
it's true. She is a creature of honor and decency, my queen.
She's a bitch and a cunt, and she'll die at some point, preferably by me.
Find me a great monarch or god in all of history who could not be described as some sort of cunt. It comes with the job, I'm afraid.
I don't know too much about human history. I do know a lot about human decency, though, and compared to her, they are decent.
My queen is a goddess. Mortal
She's
concerns are
not.
negligible.
She's not a freaking goddess. Come on. You don't honestly believe that. Hell, even I know she's not a goddess. And I don't know a lot
I
about all this shit, but I do know that. She's just as stupid as the rest of us, except she chose to go into something that's not walking and talking.
I have seen her perform such wonders that I can't believe her to be anything other than a goddess. After all, what creature but a goddess could perform such miracles as she has performed?
Well, A, I don't know what she did. B, I bet you that I know some people who can top that.
We each have our own beliefs, Miss O'Quinn.
Mm-hmm. Except mine are true. So what the fuck do you
Uh,
want? Because we can do this all day.
what I want is, as I've said, to extend an apology on behalf of my queen. She did not desire to bring such pain upon you. The mortal woman had made the unfortunate error of attempting to breach her oath with my queen.
I don't care. I really don't care. I don't care about those apologies.
Well, the other thing I'm here to suggest.
There we go.
Is that it might be time for you to consider a holiday from Dublin.
No. Why?
This city won't be safe for you.
Why not?
Because Her Majesty intends to finally make her presence known. And when that happens, well, the tyrant won't have an excuse anymore. He'll have to confront her. And then for the first time, there'll be a war.
The first time. Funny. The first time.
Forgive me, but I hardly feel the need to fear either your false tyrant god or the so-called All-Maker that he claims created all the gods.
We're not gods, idiot.
You may not be, but I know my queen, and I know the abominable tyrant.
Dude, you don't know shit. You really don't know shit.
I
Try
know the
reading
difference
the
between a true god and a false one.
Try reading the Bible. It's a fucking idiotic book. But it holds more truth than what you're blabbering about.
You are free to have your doubts and delusions, my lady.
Oh my god, they are so annoying. Anyway, why should I take a holiday? Why would I leave?
Because when the war arrives, you and your brother will be among its first casualties.
No, we won't. You
You
know why
will.
not? No, 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 no. Because I will fight. Will fucking destroy anything that will try and destroy me, or my brother, or anyone I consider a friend. And if your queen, your goddess, happens to do so, I will destroy her, no matter what it takes, no matter what it does. I am not as peaceful as the so-called tyrant. I don't give a crap what happens to her. If she dies in a fire, her soul would be destroyed forever. I don't give a crap. Neither do I care about your soul. You got that.
My soul is for my queen to take.
Yeah, you're screwed already. Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I don't care. I will never care.
I was warned about you, of course.
About me. Warned. By whom?
Well, I suppose it's only fair. Dreams are a poor warning, but they do hold some useful information. You see, Mr. Quinn, when people are desperate, they'll say a lot of things in their dreams. A lot of things they wouldn't otherwise say.
What do you
In
mean?
this case, he takes out a dictaphone and he presses play. And Leal hears her mother's voice sleepily whispering, changed. She's different, but I still love her. She's still my daughter. She's just so special now. And then you hear snoring as he presses the stop button.
I mean, Lil's not even gonna finish listening to that. She's gonna punch the shit out of that guy. I know she doesn't have brawl, so it'll just be a strength or a dex roll.
Yep.
But I don't know, like it might count as a sneak attack or something because I don't know if he expects that.
Oh, he fully expects it.
All
He
right, well,
also
it's
has
only one success.
he also has something to prevent her being able to do it so easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so Lil takes a swing, and she does strike something. The air appears to have like solidified in front of this guy. Poorly executed. So Quinn,
How dare you?
I'm only following orders. Deliver my queen's message. And remind you that you are not alone in this world, for good or ill.
You can deliver this message to your queen. I will personally kill her. I will rip out her tongue. I will gouge out her eyes. I will eat her brains for dinner, provided she has some. She doesn't. Whatever she is, whatever she holds, I will feed it to you, and then I'll eat your brains for dinner. Stay away from my mother.
He looked slightly confused at that. Your mother? And for a second, he looks at the dictaphone. That makes no sense. And then he stops and says, "Oh, yes, now I understand." And the strange smile moves across his face. If Lil can make another intelligence medicine check at diff 7.
Hmm. Now I got 3 successes. God damn it.
How many?
3, 9, 10, 9.
Okay. With that, Leo realizes that this man either has the worst case of short-term memory loss in human history, or he's operating on some sort of mental control.
Mm-hmm.
Not simply the will possession you would expect, but some sort of confusion that's preventing him understanding what he's doing.
Well, she can't really undo that, I think. I don't think. Nope. No, I don't think she has anything to kind of, you know, block that. Um, Phew. I don't really think she's gonna react to that much. Like it's
Okay.
like again information that she kind of files under. Okay, this might be useful, but like I said, I don't think there's anything she can do against it.
Right.
because she doesn't have any kind of devil lores.
That's true. That's true. Okay. As Leo looks at this man, she can hear a voice inside her ear. Not a voice she recognizes. It sounds deeper, more thunderous. If a dragon were to talk to you, it's that voice it would speak with.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like a roar rather than spoken word. As it begins to recite a series of phrases over and over and over again. Do you repeat these phrases?
That depends on what it is. Like, does she understand it? Is it
Nope.
fucking Enochian? Mm. She has eidetic memory, so she will not repeat them immediately. But she'll just look at this guy and says, "You can tell you're a fucking bitch that she can stay the fuck out of my head."
But she's not in your mind, he says, looking again more confused.
Right. Why? Is that because she's in yours, and that's the moment when she will start to repeat it?
And that's when when his body goes rigid, and you see a sort of black tar-like substance beginning to leak from his eyes, nose, and ears as you recite the words.
Ew.
On the second repetition, you see a patch of black tar-like substance beginning to appear on the crotch of his trousers, where he is clearly pissing himself with the same black substance.
Okay.
On the third repetition,
Can Lil, while this is going on, can Lil also use cleanse to kind of, stimulate that?
you can try.
Cool.
On the third repetition, you see that his veins and arteries that are near the skin are bulging, and they've also turned the same vivid black, as though they were pumping tar.
I got 2 9s to hopefully get the tar out faster.
Okay, you accelerate the rate of ejection, but now it appears to be burning his skin wherever it's emerging.
Okay.
And finally, as you repeat it for a 5th time, the man falls to the floor, thrashing in a pool of this strange black ichor. And suddenly, he looks up directly at you and says, "You can't be. You're dead. We saw you die. You're dead. We saw you die. No, not yet. But long ago, not yet, but long ago." And he appears to die.
I was trying to heal him, but I failed. God damn it.
You were also competing with some very strange and powerful magics.
Yup, I know.
Well done, Fabate. Would you like to know what the words you just said were, effectively?
Do I really want to know?
They were effectively translated as his true name and the words of unmaking. You just basically attempted to unmake his soul at the metaphysical level.
Oops, well, that works.
Yeah.
Pretty sure people are not going to be happy with me. How public was this area?
Oh, there's at least 4 or 5 security cameras.
I mean, Lils was still
There,
wearing her
there,
hoodie.
there's people standing by the door staring in because they've just watched a man die while vomiting oil. And you can
You know
even
what?
see a man in what is clearly like the local chaplain's outfit, just desperately crossing himself.
Yeah. Um. You know what? Lil is gonna try and lie her way out of this by performing the "Oh my god, I don't know what the fuck happened" scream and run away. You
Okay,
know?
okay, manipulation subterfuge, please.
Yeah, and I will use those two extra dice for Great Liar.
And this is just to like lie appropriately. If you get caught, then I'll need a manipulation performance check. See,
uh,
actually, no, manipulation expression it would be to see if you
uh,
can lie or if you can like perform your way out of this. Can you?
yeah. Well, I fake. So I do stumble back. I scream, but it's more like, from the actual very bad movie scream instead of, it just sort of looks fake. It's like, oh my god,
Fucking hell.
I can't help it. I failed.
Oh, okay. In that case, the performance check is diff 9.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You said expression, right?
Yep.
Okay, well, I don't have expression, but Great Liar works for any social role that involves deceit, so I will still have 5 dice. And I have 2. Oh, wait, if 9, you said. Fuck, I don't have any successes.
Right. In that case, 2 of the security seize you by the arms.
No.
Excuse me, madam. We just need to hold you while we call the police. They shouldn't take long to get here. And they pick you up, like literally lift you off your feet and start carrying you basically to a room they can lock.
Hell no. Oh, wait, a room they can lock. Okay, fine.
They
Sure.
don't have cells or anything. It's a fucking hospital.
Yeah, I will not immediately use Lore of Winds.
Yeah, the best they could do, well, actually, the worst they could do would be to lock you in a psychiatric cell. And
Oh,
they
God.
don't have many, and they have like maybe 1 or 2 of those for like really dangerous cases.
I mean, as long as they don't use a tranquilizer, I'm fine with that. I think I can, like, I have security. I can try and escape.
All right,
And I will.
you get taken down to like basically an office that can be locked, and they lock you inside.
Okay. Does it have a window?
Nope.
Okay, then I will just simply attempt to peel open the door.
Okay.
After I listen if there's no one there outside.
It doesn't appear to be.
Okay, so deck security. This has turned out to be not quite what I was hoping this would turn out to be. God damn it.
The thing is, you were entirely capable of saying, "No, I don't want to follow the tyrant's thread. I want to be my own independent woman."
I
Then it,
know.
and then this would all have gone perfectly normally.
Yeah, stupid tyrant. I'm gonna kill him. Oh boy, that's a botch. Well, I'm screwed now. Do I still have my phone on me?
Well, you just managed to like jam the lock, so it can't
Yeah.
be opened even with the key.
Yeah.
And your phone is your phone's.
I mean, didn't say that you took him.
I'm trying to think on whether or not they would have taken your phone. No, because they're calling the police, so the police would search you just in case. So no, you still have your phone.
Call tyrant.
Hello?
I'm in a shitload of trouble, and this is your fault.
How is it my fault?
You led me to that woman.
What woman?
Get me the fuck out of here. They're calling the police.
Wait a second. Hold on. And you hear like tappy, tappy, key, tap, 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 tap. And he says, oh, for the love of. Am I reading this right?
Look, I don't care. Get me the fuck out before we have this discussion, or we'll have this discussion with the police standing next to me.
How did you manage to murder someone with black tar powers?
I didn't.
Wait a second.
Get me fucking.
Sarah Mackenzie. Oh, bloody hell, that's the friggin'.
Okay, can we not have this discussion now? Lil is, by the way, checking for cameras in this room because.
Oh, yeah, there's a camera in one corner.
Oh yeah, that's not gonna be there for very long. She's just gonna jump up and grab it and just rip it off the wall.
Yeah. He's like, poor woman.
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Poor woman. Poor Earthbound server
Spy,
guy.
actually. Sarah was a spy of mine. Look,
yeah, I meant the bald guy who's also dead. Look, I don't care.
He won't be dead for long. Records suggest he's died 7 times in the last year.
We're having this conversation on the phone. I'm being locked up. They're calling the police. Are we going to keep having this conversation on the phone? Yes or no?
Do you really need me to get you out of this?
What else? Your
okay, hold on.
Has already tried to get me for like. Ah!
At that point, there'll be a faint light coming from what's left of the keyhole. The light will get larger and larger until it's formed the silvery archway that you've seen before, out of which will step the tyrant. The shimmering light will immediately vanish. There we are. Now we can have the conversation in person.
But what part
and he settles down.
Here? What part of the police are coming here? Do you not understand?
He looks at the door. The part where you've jammed the key. They aren't getting in here for at least 10 minutes. It's going to take that long for them to get here, realise they can't open the door and call for something to help get the door in. Still reinforced this thing. He taps the door with his knuckles.
Lil is trying to remain patient.
Oh yeah, the tyrant is being entirely calm.
Oh yeah, Lil is not.
Yeah. He just feels like being a bit of an asshole because she done fucked up.
Oh yeah. Look, this is not my fault.
That's an arguable question.
I get so tired of you tossing me around. Fucking Earthbound bitch tossing me around. I don't care about either of you two. I just want to get my life together.
That's not likely. Let's be fair. I mean, you were seen going into the room of a woman who died within 5 minutes of you being in there. And judging by the wounds...
I tried to fucking help her.
Yeah, but that's not what mortal authorities are going to believe, is it?
No, I didn't call you to get that pointed out to me because I understand how it's going to look.
Then what was the point in calling me? If I rescue you, the mortal authority is going to assume you escaped. No,
Look, if they're gonna arrest me, I'm gonna be locked up for murder, for fraud, and this is all because of you and the Earthbound.
how is it my fault?
You showed me their way. What do you want me to do? Like next time you point out someone to me, at least be bloody clear about what you want me to do.
I didn't point anyone out to you. You keep making that assumption.
Well, that was your light, wasn't it?
He starts chuckling. You're telling me you saw a trace of my power and you assumed I was trying to lead you somewhere? My God,
I'm glad you find it funny.
well, you'll be following half of Dublin. Half the city's got people who have met me
You know
or
what?
interacted with me.
Never mind. Get lost.
I just find it funny.
Fuck off.
You really can be quite a mean-spirited young woman, he says, standing up.
Yeah, well, as soon as you get out of here, I won't be a problem of yours anymore.
Hmm. Sometimes I wish that were true.
Well, it's gonna be like maybe the last 15 minutes of my freedom if that door holds out long enough.
Hmm.
So I would
Possibly.
prefer to leave the 15 minutes that I have left of any kind of freedom that I will have to have that not arguing with you.
Hmm. Naive as a newborn lamb.
Fuck off. And she will light a cigarette in the fucking office that she's in. Doesn't care.
Well, wish me luck. And with that, he walks over to the door, takes hold of the handle, turns it, opens the door, walks out, and closes it. As it closes, you hear click.
And Lil's just gonna sit on the desk. She's like, well, he fucked off. This is no longer a problem.
Oh no, you do realise the door was locked and he
Oh,
walked out of a
yes.
locked door.
Oh,
Just wanted
yes.
to clarify that fact.
No, she fully realizes that. She also still expects that when she walks over there and will try it, it will be locked, and that is exactly what he wants, so he can have a last laugh at her. So she's just like, fuck it.
Okay, you're sitting there for a good 20 minutes, half an hour. By which time the door unlocks, like you hear click, and in walks two police officers.
I mean, in all honesty, after 10 minutes, like after her first cigarettes is gone, she will try and open the door because that's 10 minutes. Like, she expected them to be there by then.
Oh yeah, the door is clearly locked.
Yeah, okay. Then she's like, yep, I expected that. You're having fun now. And then she'll sit back on the desk and put on
Yep.
light another cigarette.
Walking with the two police officers is Simon, with a pair of horn-rimmed spectacles and some folded documents. And he is talking to them quite animately. So as you can see, my client's responsibility is rather negligible. Under the circumstances, it's entirely understandable. And when he looks at you, you see his eyes are glowing golden. And both of the police officers are saying things like, "Yes, you're quite right, Mr. Carrigan. We'll be certain to let her go immediately." And one of them comes over and makes the gestures to remove handcuffs that you're not wearing. He says,
I mean, Lil will back
"We're,
away when there's a police officer coming close to her.
we're
For granted.
sorry, madam. You're free to go." Your solicitor has made it clear that you had no liability. Have a pleasant evening. And the two police officers leave.
Lil will blink. Kind of draw off from the cigarette again. And we'll just sort of look at Simon.
Well, like you said, they're no longer my problem. And he stands to one side with his arm in a "there you go" gesture at the door.
Lil will, like, just deadpan look at him for quite a few seconds, like 10 or something, then kind of hops off the desk, will walk up to him again, just kind of stops in front of him, just looks at him, shakes her head, is like, I don't understand you. What the fuck is your deal?
My deal, Leo, is very simple. You, whether you like it or not, are a part of my family. And I have an obligation to protect the younger members of this family. Even those who don't want to be protected. You can hate me all you like. Doesn't mean I'll stop trying.
Okay, I'm gonna make a willpower roll for Lil. Just
Let's see.
sort of going to determine her response
Whether
on
or
this.
not she punches the tyrant in the face.
Yep, 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 yep. There will be either that, or she will walk away, or something else.
Right.
Tyrant.
Yes.
That's a 7, a 9, and an 8 on hitting you. That fails my willpower roll. There's two things that's happening. Like, he will see her getting tears in her eyes, and then kind of her fist just lashes, like tries to connect with his face.
He takes it.
Okay.
And then
that is going to be. Do you want me to roll damage yet, or?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, it's going to be a very whooping 1 bashing.
Yeah. You see him rub his face, and he says, "I don't think I deserve that. Hope we feel better."
I mean, like I said, there's literal tears in her eyes at this point, which is kind of weird for Lil. This is not something that you're used to.
When he sees that, an expression will pass over his own face, and he'll extend his hand and put it on her shoulder. And he'll say, "Lil, look at me."
She is not.
Look at me. And on the last word, there's a surge of power. You're a demon, so you're immune to any sort of mind control. But there is a momentary sense of grandeur. It's like, for that second, you get this, it feels like you're standing. Imagine what it would be like to stand in front of, like, I don't know, like, if you were standing in front of the Emperor of China at the height of the empire, or standing in front of a Roman emperor. That feeling of in front of a being with immense power.
Yeah, she'll glance up.
Understand. I'm not the monster you think I am. But you're also too young to understand the full extent of the price I pay. I'll try my best to fix what I can for you and Karoo. After that, you're free. And he'll squeeze your shoulder with his hand. He'll take it away, take a step backwards, and simply vanish from sight.
And she'll just stand there for a bit, then sort of bolts towards her car. Well, whichever car she's in right now, and we'll just sit in her car, smoking, crying, making sure no one sees that ever. And I think we can end the scene there.
Yes, I will add one thing, however.
Mm-hmm.
As Leal is sitting in her car, quietly crying, trying to keep people from noticing, unseen by her, a figure in a suit, marred by black sticky tar, walks out of the mortuary. His eyes bloodshot and crying tears of blood as he makes his way limping to his car with a single thought in his head: must return to my queen. And there, ladies and gentlemen, we shall end our scene.